Joe's here right at the beginning. Look at this. We have a full party. Hello. Welcome to Make and Break. Full hype. What the heck is going on? Hello. Welcome to Make and Break. We're back. We did some ghosts yesterday, and we have something a little bit weird today. I don't think anyone's going to have very strong feelings about this, but just to let it out there, if you are triggered by bones, we're going to make a bunch of bones today. So any bone-sensitive people, it's not your stream. This is going to be a bone stream. We're bone stream today. I don't know. I think my chat planned a strange surprise party for me. So thank you guys for that. I don't know what's going on. But I'm going to throw some music on and we're going to get to it. I'm going to make sure not to play copywritten music because I'm going to die. Alright, let's see this. Alright, so, bone stream. Why are we making bones? I made a bunch of ghosts last time, and I said that the ghosts are characters in the game that I'm currently working on. Wouldn't you know it, skeletons are too. So I'm gonna make a bunch of general just bones. I'm gonna make like a skull, a femur, a pelvis, a rib cage, whatever I can come up with. And then in the end, if we have some time, I'm gonna put them together and make like weird chimeras, like weird skeleton, like not human skeletons. I'm gonna make weird stuff. So I'm gonna start with the easy. We're gonna do a skull. Man, if I could animate, I would animate, but I don't think we're doing any animations today. Okay, I said I was going to start with the skull. Let's start with the femur. The femur is way easier. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this bad boy down here. Hey, look at that scientific model of a femur. And I can't see my white border. There it is. Alright, let's make this thing. Oh, I also want to make a forearm. I forgot to get a reference picture for that, so we might stop halfway through and get a little reference picture for that. Okay, so a bone. A bone seems really easy, but then it doesn't seem very easy to some degree as well. I'm gonna get a... Oh man, do I want to make this? I'm going icosphere. I hear Simo, like, in the back of my brain going, like, you should use UV sphere. Nope, I'm not doing it. Too bad. We're doing icosphere. Because I want a lot of really clean geometry that I can pull apart. And that's it. If you can tell, subdivided cube, Simo. You're right. When is Simo not right? I'm a little frazzled. I'm having a bit of a weird day. I woke up late. I drove to Jersey Mike's and got a sub literally right before stream started. And while I was leaving Jersey Mike's, there's a Planned Parenthood there. Clean Geo and icosphere don't really go together. Perfect to know. Thank you, Simo. There's a Planned Parenthood right next to the Jersey Mike's. And if you know Planned Parenthoods, there's people who sit outside Planned Parenthood and protest pro-life bullshit. If you're one of those people, sorry, go eat a dick. But, yeah, so they're just there. And so I stopped and talked with them for a second. I was like, you need to know that what you're doing is not cool. Like, if you really enjoy life and you care about children and you think abortion is wrong and stuff, yelling at people on the side of the road is definitely not the political path you want to go down. So that was a fun little trip I had literally like 30 minutes ago. But, you know, so we're in a mood right now. We're in a good mood. I think we did fine. I like the work that we've been doing in this world. But, it's just been a strange energy today. So if I seem a little off, know that, yeah, I am off. Oof. I think talking to those folks is a pipe dream at best. I mean, in no way am I going to change their mind. In no way am I going to fix anything, obviously. But some people just got to be told what's what. Some people got to be put in their place. It's like the messaging that pro-life people have is life is beautiful and we should preserve it at all costs. And that, like, you know, abortion is murder, right? That's what these people believe. Okay. Why don't you do something about it instead of yelling at people, right? Like, the people who are getting abortions are not murderers. They're trying to do their best. So if you're really caring about that, why don't you, I don't know, help people in need? Go work at a soup kitchen? Do anything other than this? That gets me. That stuff, like, really grinds my gears. Anyway, no more negativity. I don't need negative. The goal today is to make bones. We're gonna stick... I'm surrounded by cats! Say hi to chat. Say hi to chat. Okay. Simo, you live, I want to say you live in Finland? I think you're Finn-ish. Maybe you live in Sweden, but you're Finnish. You have a rivalry. Yes, you don't live in Sweden. I know that's offensive. My apologies. Yeah, man. It seems like a dream over there. I know everywhere in the world has its problems, and people live whatever they live. What? Hold on. Automod held a message for reason identity. Death Violet said the word sissy, which I guess is, offensive. Twitch is trying to ban you for saying my cat's name. Oh my gosh. We're having fun today. This is a fun stream. Okay. So, I'm getting really distracted, but we're having fun. That's all that matters. I actually think this looks really good. It's a little misaligned, honestly. Given the energy of stream right now, I feel like I'm not going to be super productive, but if ever there was a day where I'm not going to be super productive, today would be fine. Today would be a nice day just to hang out. The bots. The bots are so mad that you said sissy. Alright. Man, we are in good spirits. In the nature of sharing just feelings and whatnot, last night I was just kind of in a weird rut. I've been working a lot. It is time for me to finally abuse my mod powers, question mark? Sure, why not? I was in a weird rut last night. I was feeling really strange. I've been working a lot on things that are not currently earning me money, which is fine. I'm not a money-driven person. But I've been putting a lot of energy into creative tasks and stuff. And so I just felt weird. I was in a weird place last night. So I decided just to take the night off. I completely turned off like everything I could. I went away and I just listened to music for 2 hours, which is something I really haven't done since I was a teenager. Just that, like, I'm just gonna stop and listen to music. And man, it just felt so good. Just to, like, listen to music. What a lovely feeling. Music is, like, wonderful. Anyway. So the energy's strange today, as you can imagine. This looks very weird. Why does this look so weird? Death Violence has been mega banned, apparently. Joe has officially lost his mind. It was only a matter of time until Joe went crazy. Let's go ahead and I'm just trying to finesse this skeleton as best as I can. The better I make it now, the better the end result is going to be. So we're just kind of taking our time. Have you ever tried going mad with power? It's no fun. No one listens to you. You know, if you ask any of my friends, I think they'd say that I am often mad with power. I think my whole attitude is kind of like a very dominant, wild energy. Look at that. Okay, now we need to grab all of that. Am I missing something? Why did I miss it? Hold on. Mad Mom energy. Is that what I have? I have Mad Mom energy. I can live with that. All right. So let's go ahead and just bring some things in, bring some things up. Is this a good enough femur? This looks really good. I mean, that looks bad. I need to fix that part at the top, but this looks good. If we're being extra pedantic, this one needs to go up and in just a little bit. And I need to do this ridge. Let's do this ridge right now. Those two, I think it's just those two. Let's do that, and let's bring these guys in to make a little crest for it. Look at that. And then we're gonna go ahead and crease it just to make it a little bit more fine right there. Dare I say we've made a bone? Dare I say we've done it, folks? Man, this part I'm gonna need to figure some stuff out on. Okay, so we're here. And I think I want to put a J path in here, but that's going to ruin my ability to do like micro edits. So I'm going to wait on that just a second. And I think it might be in our best interest to grab this guy and squeeze him down. Make a nice like circular point here. Just like that. And honestly, now that I'm looking at it, we do need a point in here, and it needs to be way smaller. And then these guys, need to... Nope, not that. This needs to come out. And just a little bit bigger. That's it. Maybe even rotate them slightly now that we've done it. Go like that. Go out, up, all around. It's hard to say. It's really hard to say with this mesh. I'm going to edge slide this. You know what? I'm going to call it. I think that's it. And then we're going to fix this part. This part needs some help. Oh, and we got to put this guy here. Oh man, how are we going to do this? I think this is going to be an extrude along normal. And I think we want to make it really tiny. And I think we want to push it to one side. Correct? Looks pretty right to me. What if we put a thing in here? Does that change anything? It doesn't change anything. That's perfect. So let me go ahead and grab just this part and push you back to make a little arc. And I think that's it. Same thing here, just a little arc. Okay. Now this awful piece right here. We're gonna want to grab you and scooch it back and down. And I think we want to do one more. This is tricky. This one's tough. This one's really weird. Actually, oh, I got it. I know how to do it. I can fix it. Edge slide that right there and bring it down. Now these guys, I know I put them out earlier, but nope, they're actually going to be a point. Like that. If I can do the same thing here, make like a point. Bring these guys in just ever so slightly, and I think we have a femur. I think I've been looking at it too long. I'm kind of freaking out a little bit. I mean, I guess I could have put it on top and traced it, but I don't think that would have been in the spirit of what we're trying to do here. I think we want that one, and I think we want this one, and we want to edge slide up. No! Edge slide. Yeah! Okay, that's it. You and you, you and you, and we're going to bring you up. That's it. That's a femur right there. Dunzo. I'm going to bring one side in. And that looks all right. Hello? Oh, I'm on vertex. That's weird. How did I get on vertex? Okay, that's it. I'm done looking at this femur. We're done. This is a femur. I might come back and edit later. Oh gosh, it looks terrible. Hold on. I just realized why it looks so bad. I didn't use my little brain. We want all of this. And we want to take it and we want to round it. Now, oh, look, look how much better that looks. What was I doing? Yeah, okay, sure. Look how much better that looks. What on earth? Okay, whatever. That's gonna be our femur. Next up, what are we working on? Let's make a skull. We did the femur, that's our warm-up. Kind of looks like a little dude if you look at it like this. Like that's his mouth, that's his nose, that's an ear. Looks like a Rocko's Modern Life. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. We want to hide the femur. And we want to make a skull. Dare somebody going to say that I should make it out of a cube? I know that's what you're gonna say. It should be a cube, shouldn't it? Ugh. Is everything just a cube at the end of the day? The doorknob from Alice in Wonderland. He does look like the doorknob from Alice in Wonderland. I usually sculpt and retopo skulls. I have made one skull in the past, and that's exactly what I did. So, for the sake of being on brand, let's try not doing that. I'm gonna go for it. Whatever, right? What's the worst that can happen? I'm gonna lose myself and cry on stream. That'd be nice. That'd be kind of cool. Okay, skull. I'll put my skull up on screen. Skull looks like this. Okay, so I want to make this part and this part different. So a skull objectively has to look like that. And then we have to extrude the front of it. So actually, let's hide that. We're gonna grab this front face. push it back. Bring this part up. We're going to... Do you have a tablet, by the way? I don't use it. I have one that's not very good. No worries, Joe. You do you. I have a tablet. It's not very good. It's a little on the simple side. And I kind of just prefer mouse. That might be, you know, one of those decisions that changes as time goes on, but I like mouse. I like mouse a lot. As somebody who plays Osu semi-regularly, a mouse just makes sense to me. My brain can, like, work around it. Not that that makes it the end-all be-all or anything like that, but... This is Simo saying that I should be using a tablet. Sculpting with a mouse must be a pain, though. I don't think so. I mean, I hate to say that I'm just used to it, but I am just used to it. It doesn't affect me at all. To be fair, I play Os, or Osu. I prefer it called Osu. I play Osu, and my DPI is like 9,000 right now. And I can go to any part of a screen very quickly, very easily. So I would say I have sort of a weird perspective on mice. Like, I'm pretty good with mice compared to the average person, I would say. So I don't think my experience is... oh, pressure control. I see what you're saying. I just think I'm good with a mouse. Not that that'll stay for the rest of my life or anything, but for the time being, it's what I do. Okay, this nose. This nose is gonna kill me. Also, I should probably put my subsurface on already. I was trying to see how long I could go without it. That's not bad. That's not a bad first skull. Okay, moving on. Here's the idea. I also don't sculpt super regularly. For me, sculpting is like not my favorite thing in the world. I do it enough as somebody who probably shouldn't be sculpting as much as I do. But for me, it's more like smoothing than it is actually making shapes. Okay, I think the nose goes like right there. Because that's the mouth. We can change it. We can fix this later. Let's go ahead and push this bad boy up. And that should do it. So now I want to grab this and inset a hole. Somehow. This is going to be our eye. I'm going to grab this and repeat. And then we're going to get going on it. So let's extrude this inward. I think we should do this. And that. And I should grab this. And we should crease it really high. That didn't do anything for us. Never mind. Well, in the meantime, I'll go ahead and do that and this. And I'll try and do a loop cut inside the nose. And we're going to edge slide that forward pretty nicely. We're especially going to slide just this vertex. And then I'm going to grab the face at the back here. Let's get rid of that. These two need to be brought in. There you go. Bring them forward. And actually bring them down a little bit would be super nice. In fact, we should probably also bring this one down a bit. I'll fix that ridge in just a moment, but I can't do it yet. That's not bad. That's pretty good looking. I'm getting a little bit worried that when I start doing these ridges and stuff, it's going to get infinitely more complicated, but honestly, I'm pretty proud of this thing. This looks good. Let's go ahead and just start molding. The eyes are going to require a bit of thinking. It's going to require a bit of thinking. It's going to be a little weird. We're going to definitely mess up our topology a little bit here. So I'm going to have to come back and fix all this later. But I think we can make a general shape we like. Do we like this? Yeah, that works. Okay. We're already cutting geometry anyway. I'm not that worried about it. We're just thinking real hard about what we're doing right now. We're doing our best not to freak out and make decisions that we don't want. The eyes need to go up here and come in just a little bit. And this guy needs to come down. And that is... Actually, hold on. I got it. I see what the problem is. We're going to grab this nose piece right here, and we're going to pull it forward. So now, when we work on the eyes, they'll sink back behind the nose. That's like the big thing that I'm looking at that I'm having trouble with. Yep, that's exactly what we want. So now, it'll do this nice little fold for us. And then I can just take that and put it out. Yeah, perfect. Boom, skull, done. Cool, let's push him back. Look at this Ikum Bokum guy right here. In fact, now that we have it like this, I'm probably safe to push this back a little bit. Probably safe to raise this up a little bit. Okay, he looks kind of crazy. He looks like Akhenaten. Alright, let's do the eyes. While we're here, let's do them. Inward the eyes go. And we're going to go ahead and shrink them down. I mean, that looks like a low poly skull. You see that in a game. It might take you a sec, but you're going to realize that this is a skull. This looks like a low poly skull. I love it. It's pretty good. Okay. Now, let's fix this bad boy up. Oh. Oh, he's cool. Oh, he's cool. Oh, he's cool. I like him. Okay. So, we need to grab both of these eyes. Edge slide them back. And then we're going to grab just one of them and we're going to bring it back out. Like that. Although I really only want this vertex. I guess that's it. Strange. Looks very strange. Okay, now what? Hey! Look at this haunting man. Okay, so we're gonna grab you and bring you up. You're the front part of that circle. It goes way too far back. That's what makes it look like Akhenaten, so we're gonna bring you back to regular skull level. Not what I wanted. This one, there we go. Just like that, and then we want to grab the centerpiece and pull you out. The centers of all of them should come out. Oh wait, actually, that looks strange because there's a divot in there. Okay, well, let's do what's next. Let's just move on for just a sec. I'm not going to think about the total geometry yet. I think that's going to get us lost. I think we really want to grab this piece and push him up and push him way forward. You two can match suit just a little bit. And now that we're here, I think it's going to be in our best interest to subdivide this. Grab that vertex. Move you way up. And then we'll fix our topology. Yeah! Look at this weirdo. He looks so good. Okay, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it right now. I think we should try and fix the eyes just a little bit, but I'm not sure exactly how we want to do that. I'm going to try pushing him forward first. Nope, that's exactly what we don't want to do. Instead, I think we just want to do a brow ridge. So let me put a brow ridge. It has tons of character. Simo, that is so nice. Thank you. That is incredibly nice. I'm feeling good about this. Dare I say I'm hitting like a stride right now. Hold on, I need to take a break from this for a sec. I'm like looking at it too much. I'm like overanalyzing everything. I'm starting to like second guess really obvious stuff. So let me fix some of this. Just push some stuff forward, and it's gonna mess up all this weird geometry in here. That's okay, we'll just do it ourselves. Ooh, that helped a lot. That's kind of the energy right there. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. Okay. The mouth. The mouth is going to be tough. I think it might help us to do the bottom jaw first. So let me make that bottom jaw. So we got our boy. He looks like a box. I don't hate that. Actually, nope, I see something. I'm going to keep doing this. We want to maximize this ridge right here. Just like that. That's it. That's all I'm going to do there. Hey, Captain Chillin', how you doing? Is that what a skull's meant to look like? Yeah, it looks pretty good. I gotta fix these eyes. I really need... Actually, I'm gonna do it right now. I keep saying I'm done with this skull for a sec, but I'm not. I can never be done. This is my curse. Okay, let's go ahead and turn off the subdivision, and let's grab you, and we're gonna edge slide you forward. That looks much better. Now I just need to tune it so that this part is like an edge. Doing good. Good to hear. Very good to hear. Okay, that's enough skull for right now. Skull's done. I mean, it's not done, but it's going to sit there for just a moment. Let's make the bottom jaw. I mean, dare I say that this is also a square? Thank you. I appreciate it. We're figuring out our strut right now. We're trying to really hit this one home. Okay, so that's a jaw. We'll fix the chin and stuff up here in just a second. Jello J! Hello, hello! How you doing? Whoa, hello. We want to do this. We want to grab 2 of them. Now, I don't want to be this guy on stream. This is not normally who I like to be. But if we have high turnout today, this is probably the affiliate stream. It's good. Feeling really good. I had to take a... I had to take some time last night to really think about some things, listen to some music, and reset my brain, but now I feel, like, exceptional. The jawbone is the strongest bone in the body. I feel like people say that about every bone, though. It's like people who say, like, an egg is, like, the strongest, like, substance in the world, right? I suppose if I'm thinking about it, the jawbone probably should be the strongest bone in the body. The skull, I can imagine, is not very strong, despite being, like, it should be strong. Okay, I'll say the jaw could probably be the strongest bone in the body. Okay, so let's go 2, 2, and now is the time that we need to start thinking about subsurface. Oh, that looks weird. That looks really weird. The jawbone or the thigh bone? Thigh bones are pretty strong. I could see a thigh bone being strong, but I don't know, like, biologically why a thigh bone would need to be strong. Let's go ahead and do ourselves a favor real quick and move this down. Alright. Femur carries a lot of weight. Yeah. I mean, that's a big part of it. Okay, so this is going to be... That's not what I wanted. If I extrude along normals, aren't I making geometry? Yes, I am. Oh, I've botched it. Okay, you know what? We're gonna go back. And now we'll bring it down. No! We'll bring it down this way. We'll add that subsurface modifier. And I'm gonna go in here. And actually, if we're going all the way, let's go all the way. I see a problem. So now we will add the subsurface modifier. Just so we don't have to keep redoing it when I keep redoing things inevitably. And then we're going to extrude along normals for just a little break, and then we're going to extrude along normals for the normal thing that we did earlier. I'm going to grab the whole thing, scooch it down. We're going to double down on this guy, double down on that guy. And now we only want to bring up you, 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 and you. I think... I say I think, I'm not sure. Yep, that's it. That's for sure it. Okay, cool. Check it. We're gonna go you and you. Scoot you back and forward just a little bit. We'll shape the front of it down in a little bit, but I'm not doing that right now. We want... You know what? Get out of here, skull. I don't even want to see you. We'll call that skull. We'll call this jaw. Thank you, Jello J. Do you prefer being called Jello J or JD? What's easier for you? Just like that. Just like that. Okay. J is fine. Alright, I will call you J. This part... This one's gonna be the killer. This one's gonna get me. So I'm gonna have to do this and this. And it swivels back a little bit. It goes like that. Which means I need to grab this one and edge slide it down. That's pretty good looking. Now can I crease it? There's a little crease here and I want to emphasize that crease. I guess I have to put a bevel right there. Right? I think. Do that. Do this. And if I put the crease in the correct place, it should look like that, right? That looks pretty good. The whole thing needs to bend a little bit. It's a little too rigid right now, but otherwise, I like it. This looks good. Okay, so let's start bending. Let's give it a shot. We're gonna grab all of our little pieces. Now, I'm debating whether I should do teeth or not. Obviously the teeth are important, but it seems like a lot of work. Also, I'm thinking, should I do... Let's try this real quick. I think this is gonna fail. Yeah, I need to keep you and you need to stay. Don't worry about the teeth just yet. Yeah, I'm gonna try. But my way is to think about everything at all times. I'm somebody who actually enjoys stress. Not in an exceeding way. Obviously stress is terrible, but I think I handle stress pretty well, and I enjoy it to some degree. It's very productive for me to be a little bit stressed out. Try not to do too much. Okay, I'm gonna say that we want to grab the bottom of this guy, scooch him up, and then we're gonna grab the front of this guy, hello, and scooch him down and out. This guy is the Crimson Chin. Oh my gosh, the chin goes crazy. What the heck is a chin? Is that really what chins look like? Hold on. I try to limit my stress now working one thing at a time. Couldn't be me. Every day I'm juggling 3 tasks at once. But I love all the tasks, so it's nice. My chin does not feel like this. This guy's got a nutso chin. I thought I had a nice chin, too. This guy has the craziest chin I've ever seen. This is an Abercrombie & Fitch model. People's skulls vary differently. If I had a picture of my skull, I would model my own skull, but alas, I don't. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and push this up. usually me too, working on too many things at once. It's just how my creative process works. So as time goes on, I end up being more and more honest here with stream. Not that I'm dishonest, but I try to keep things kind of private. But I'm getting more comfortable to like what actually is private and what is actually part of stream. So I think it's worth saying at this point. I have been working on a series of books for a really long time. I've been consciously working on them for about 3 years now. But I've been like indirectly working on them for 7 years, maybe even longer than that, if you want to consider like how they started. So basically every day I'm thinking a little bit about like how to write my books. It's very like critical to like who I am as a person. Everybody who knows me is sick of hearing about the books, but I mean, it's just what I'm passionate about, you know? That looks so good! Look at this! Oh, it looks a little plasticky. It looks a little fake. I'm with you. I'm with you. It looks a little not good, but it also looks really good. I do write books. I am pretty deep into my first of 3 in a series. Do I publish stories online? Simo, you've asked an activating question. Here you go. Here's the layer of privacy demolished. I used to write fan fiction. Not sexual, very, very normal fan fiction. I used to write fan fiction a lot. I wrote fan fiction of Evangelion was my main stuff. I really like Evangelion. I love that series so much. So I wrote fan fiction of it, and I did post it online, but I will not tell people where I posted it because I don't want you to see it. I'm not even sure if it's still there, if I'm being perfectly honest, because I haven't checked. Maybe I need to go look at it. But that fan fiction eventually got so out of hand and so like specific that I was like, I can't be working for somebody else's franchise at this point. Like, I need to make this into something. So that idea turned into 2 books, 2 ideas for books, and I wrote a lot. And I got right to the end, and I said, you know what? I don't want mechs anymore. I don't want them to have mechs in them anymore. I hate the mechs. I mean, I like mechs for Evangelion, but I don't like mechs for my own writing. So I stopped doing that. And I restarted from scratch, and I workshopped an idea, and that idea is now what my current books are about. So theoretically, I started writing fanfic when I was 17. So you could say that I started writing my books when I was 17, but I would say that that's a bit of a misnomer. What? Why did this just happen? What? Why if I type 675, it just does whatever it wants to do? What the heck? No. Negative 0.675. Oh, there we go. Anyway, yes, I'm writing a series of books. I struggle with them. I took a... How much current literature is based on fanfic? I'm gonna blow your mind. I'm pretty sure literature since the dawn of time has been based on fanfiction. Fanfiction just didn't really have a platform to exist a long time ago. I can guarantee you that the Great Gatsbys and the Mount Kilimanjaros and the 10,000 Leagues Under the Sea, all of that is fanfiction of something. There's no way it's not. That's just how writers think. But as far as my own books go, I took a hiatus of about 2 months. maybe around December, I stopped writing. Because I had an idea that was conflicting in my story. And I like really couldn't get my brain to like process what was wrong with it. So I just kept thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it every day as I do. And a couple weeks ago, it dawned on me what was wrong, and I fixed it, and now I'm back to writing pretty much every day. I write maybe 2 to 5 pages a day. I try not to kill myself too much. I got a lot on my plate, so... You know, I know Stephen King writes 5 pages a day. He's a god. I'm not a god. So I do what I can. Okay, I'm feeling a little bit the same about this jaw that I felt about the skull. I think I've been looking at it for too long. Let me do one thing real quick, and then we're gonna probably make another bone here. I think I'm willing to admit what I fixed about my book, because I don't want to spoil things. The premise is very strange. The premise is kind of the whole book. But I will say what I fixed. The main character is like a very sensitive, generous kind of character. And they live in a kind of violent world. It's not extraordinarily violent, right? They don't have guns or anything like that. But it's pretty violent. And violence is assumed of people. And so the character doesn't mesh super well. So they have healing magic. They can heal things, right? Like a cleric in D&D. And I struggled for a long time with like, why can they heal? And do they know they can heal? And why can't anybody else heal? And all this sort of stuff. And I just got stuck on it. I was thinking and thinking and thinking about it because it made no sense that a character who has no interest in combat would like walk up to somebody and cast healing magic. It felt like some weird video game logic. So I decided to do away with it. And the character now has a different thing that they do to help characters that is not magic. So they're a little bit more believable, and they have to work a little bit harder than characters who do use magic. So it makes them feel very human. And now writing is like super easy, because I'm not writing this character who is unbelievable, I'm writing this character who is very believable, surrounded by unbelievable characters. And that, to me, is the easiest way to write. Because I can put myself in their shoes and just say, what would I say in that situation? And I just write. Anyway, I feel like I've been talking a million miles per hour. Let's make a rib cage. I'm going to make a cylinder. A rib cage is probably a division of 18, I would argue. So let's do 18. Rib cages are very strange looking. Maybe it needs to be less than 18. Hold on. I take it back. I take it back. I take it back. 1, 1, 2, 1. That's 5. Let's do 10. So I'm going to double the measurement I just set in my mind. So that's the front of the rib. That's where the ribs come out of, and the back is the back. Perfect. There we go. Now we gotta make it look right. This is gonna be a challenge. Also, I hate floating ribs. Isn't that so strange? You just have 2 ribs there that are just not doing anything? Ugh. That's disgusting. Human bodies are weird. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3. Hold on, I gotta count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Which means we need 22 cuts. They're not even cuts, but I'm going to make them even to start with. Oh, this is going to be super weird. Okay. Oh, I have some fun ideas. I have some interesting ideas for how we want to do this. So let's go ahead and just grab each of them. We're just going to start going. Isn't there checkered select? Simo, I vaguely remember you telling me about checkered select. By the time I figure out what it is, I'll already have done this, but I will keep it in the back of my mind moving forward. Might have been Necro who said checkered select. Checkered deselect. Got it. My bad. I mean, that already looks like a rib cage. That already looks really good. Dare I attempt... Oh. Better idea, better idea. I'm gonna use your checkered deselect. Because I'm gonna do this. We're going to dissolve that edge. We're going to dissolve this edge. I'll keep the front like that for now. Okay, so select, checkered deselect. How would I do that? Select, checkered deselect. Hey. Wow. Yo. Unfortunately, it got rid of this side. There must be a way around it, but at least it saved us a little bit of time. Oh, we also selected the wrong ones. Hold on. Select. Checkered deselect. Okay, it's just doing the wrong ones. Never mind. We're not going to think about that then. If I wanted to deselect it correctly, I just would have probably undone one and then done checkered deselect, but it's fine. Okay, let's do this thing. So, extrude along normals, and now they look perfectly normal. And I think what we want to do is just grab all of these. You know what? Better way to do it. Really simple way to do it is just do that. And then we will rotate them. Like that by negative 45 degrees. And of course it switches them around. I don't love that. 45. Same thing over here. It says positive 45, so let's do negative 45. And of course that works. I don't know why that works. That's a very strange quirk of Blender, but it's the one we got. Extrude along normals. These things look kind of big. Let's grab all this real quick and bring it in. No. There we go. Bring it in. No. Bring it in. There we go. Okay, now we have just these faces. And we want to rotate them as well. Negative 45. We're going to keep it the same as always. This one's going to be positive 45, despite already saying negative. And then we'll do the same thing. There's just going to be a nice little rhythm to this. We're going to shrink and contrast and do some stuff here later, but for the time being, this is all we need to do. You know what? That needs to be way smaller. Like that. And then that can be... Oh gosh, I'm like losing myself. I'm thinking too much about everything all at once. We're going to do a negative 45 on there. And a negative 45, or a positive 45 on here. Come on. I'm getting flustered. 45. 45. I should just stay up here. Why am I even changing angles? We'll go ahead and extrude along normals until we get right about there. And then we're not moving. Oh, I don't even need to do that. It's probably negative 30, I'm assuming? Yep, that's the one. Positive 30, and we're in. So, let's go ahead and extrude it to where we want it. Right about there. And now I'm going to connect them and connect them again. And this is going to get pretty weird, I think. Bridge. Bridge does not have a hotkey. That's a shame. Let's do this, and let's get rid of that so we don't have things in front of us that we accidentally click on. Did not mean to move my cursor. That's a real shame. And I see you looking at this, and you're like, that's not a rib cage. Oh, believe me. It's about to be a rib cage. I'm looking at this, and I'm actually thinking there's probably a much easier way that I could have done this. I'm thinking about if I just made a cylinder and off-cut it. I don't know. The more I think about it, the more I'm going to be upset. So let's not even worry about it. I did it perfect. First try, no problem. Now this is a rib cage. Mirror modifier would have helped a lot. You know, you say that. That's very true. Can you extrude along normals with a mirror symmetry thing up there? I don't think you can. I don't think that's ever worked for me. Maybe my geometry's been off, but I don't think it's ever worked for me. You can. Okay. Yeah, I just, for whatever reason, it doesn't, like, love what I do. Okay, so looking at this, we're just going to divide this by 2. I suppose theoretically we could still use the mirror modifier, but I'm not going to. I'm a crazy person, I know it. We're going to want 1 there, and then you and you are going to go up and out just a little bit. And then we're going to draw a line over this and make that nice little crest on the collar right there, whatever that thing is. And yeah, everything else will come in time. Oh, I connected all the ribs. Oh, I connected all the ribs. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I thinking? Okay, so 2 of the ribs do not connect. Let's just pretend that I did it right the first time. 2 of the ribs don't connect. I went on autopilot. I did that thing where you just autopilot and you're like, this is it. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. Alright, we're going to do the tedious stuff. This feels like my first time 3D modeling again. Where I'm sitting and doing all the stuff that you're supposed to be automating. Oh, and these share. Oh, no. Tell you what, we're just going to dissolve. We're going to delete that edge. Oh, we have to delete this too. Oh, no, it's a disaster. Okay, tell you what. I'll do it naturally. We'll go ahead and just do this. Make sure we don't accidentally click on anything, and then we're back. We're back. We're here. So I can connect these faces back up, connect these faces back up. And then now we're back to modeling like a pro. We're back. We're not even going to think about how bad we just did. We're doing great. We're doing really good. I'm not even worried. This guy, we can cut this and this. Probably this as well. And then we'll go ahead and connect this one, and then we should be set. And then we'll do the bottom one, and then we're back. Now, getting all this to fit in a correct kind of way is going to be a bit of a challenge. The ribs kind of connect with each other. Oh, look at that. That's strange. Why would your ribs connect to themselves? Weird. I don't know. I don't get ribs. Ribs are strange. This is why they didn't put me in charge of the human body. God skipped me on that one. He was like, hey man, I know you're like creative and all, but you don't understand how anything works. So I'm gonna pass on you when it comes to making the human body. Anatomy is really hard. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. I'll even say 4 connect directly into each other. I guess only 3 connect into each other. So theoretically, these guys right here don't even connect to this. That was a smart way to do that. These guys don't connect at all. They connect to, oh wait, no, they do. Hold on. This one connects up here. These ones connect to him. That is super weird. Isn't that very strange? Okay. So this guy... Let's just make a visual aid so we know to do it later. These guys connect to him who goes up. Just like that. Should I be filling these faces? I don't know. I'm just doing it so I can click bridge or whatever I end up doing later. Wow, this is a strange bit of geometry, isn't it? Okay, so that is basically what the whole thing looks like. So theoretically, we can grab all of this and start scooching it up. I accidentally grabbed a face right there. I don't want to grab that face. So all of this can come up here like that, and we can proportion it using only connected. Looks about right to me. Strange. What a weird thing the human body is. Okay, so that'll connect. Yeah, they'll connect here on the rib right there. And then this one needs to get really close. So let me do this. Get rid of all of you. And these two. Hello? Get me out of here. This is also the one that I felt the least like I wanted to do, so maybe I should have skipped the rib cage, but oh well. This is life. Okay, I'll lower the rest of it eventually to make a piece that comes up. Technically, the ribs aren't one that are joined together, it's cartilage. I'm not doing it. Nope, not happening. We're not that crazy, man. I gotta draw the line somewhere. Okay, looking at this, this is very easy. We just take this and extrude down. And now we got a gross little spike here. And if I take it and I bring these pieces way, way up, we're here. Alright, I'll take it upon myself to fix this part now. Gosh, ribs are so weird. The exfoid process. Simo is out here trying to teach everyone something. Simo, my man. So we want to delete those. And get all of this situated. I see a little floating piece I should have deleted. Hold on, we'll grab that. You know, as per the norm, I kind of approached stream today thinking that we were just going to do something super nice and simple. I mean, I didn't think it was going to be simple, but I kind of had an idea that it was just going to be like, hey, today we're making blah, 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 blah. Turns out, not the case. Okay, so we're doing you. You should never think anatomy is simple. I mean, that's just like the takeaway from here. Nice and simple, the skeleton. Honestly, Simo, you couldn't have said it better yourself. Okay, so we're going to take these and we're going to rotate them down. And we're going to scooch them back just a little bit. And that should connect here. Bridge. Okay, we got one down. We got two down. Now where does this one connect? This one connects. There's actually a fourth bone here that connects. I don't even know where it came from. So I'm going to pretend that it doesn't exist. If you want to fight me over it, then we'll just pretend that this is not a human skeleton. This is just a very close to human skeleton. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and loop cut and loop cut. We're going to do the exact same thing here. Man, I'm going to be exhausted by the end of the stream. I already know it. This guy, we need to rotate down. You can only rotate 1 degree at a time? Not from view, from normal. And not Z, but Y? Negative 45. Sure, we'll stick with our angles. So if I grab you and I hit R... Oh, it worked! I'm pretty sure that I once sculpted the whole skeleton, but I cannot find it anywhere. Simo, I don't think there's anything that you've not done. For anybody who is new or just, you know, doesn't know, Simo is our resident expert. Simo knows literally everything there is. And that might sound like I'm being sarcastic. I'm not. Simo's very smart. Simo's a very smart dude. And it's just sort of like, how? How do you know everything? There we go. We've connected two ribs, and they look really strange. I'll fix all that geometry stuff later. Let's at least do one of them right now. We need this part to come down and go back a little bit and go backwards a little bit. And then you as well get to go way back and a little down. Nah, I'm just curious about stuff. Simo, me too. I mean, I think a lot of people feel the same way about me that I feel about you. Where it's just like, I just know stuff because I look stuff up. Like, I just spend a lot of time on Wikipedia. But that doesn't mean that you don't know a lot. You know a ton, man. You're very enriched. You're a very enriched person. that's good enough for me right now. We can fix that later. Alright, shall we have the moment of truth? Let's do one thing real quick. Oh, actually, I really wanted to do this earlier. Let's cut off both of these. We'll do that, and we'll do this, and then I'm gonna grab this guy. We're gonna bring you in. As an artist, I find that doing asymmetry is the easiest way to make things a little easier and also make things a little bit more interesting. So kind of it's a win-win to use asymmetry. If you're trying to be perfect, that looks killer! Yo! It needs a lot of work, but holy cow, this looks good. I mean, that's a ribcage. I mean, you see that, and you know that's a ribcage. Wow. Oh my gosh. I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled. Alright, now we're gonna get messy and fussy and weird. It's my first rap album. Messy and fussy and weird. Look for it at your local Barnes & Nobles. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and grab some of these bad boys. We're just gonna kind of change up the geometry a little bit on some pieces. Dare I say that looks pretty good? Simo, I understand anybody who 3D models could have taught me this, but you're the one who did it, so it's worth saying. Thank you very much for teaching me about subsurface modifying. It is a game changer. It changes the whole way that you do things. Okay, I'm gonna grab that. Look at that. Yo. Cool. So now we're looking at what is a pretty decent bunch of pieces. We want to go like this and just keep making little crenellations for things to catch on to. It can be really easy to rely on subsurface too much, though. I get that. I think I've made quite a reputation of making my life literally as hard as possible at all given times. I think for anybody who hasn't been following for a long time, when I first started, I called the stream Blender Blunders instead of Make and Break. And I really stuck to that title for a long time, because every chance I could make my life living hell, I would. That should hold pretty well. We'll go ahead and crease these guys, which didn't do anything. Why not? Why is this so spiky? Oh, there's weird floating... What? Why are these floating? Where did this come from? Did I not J? Hold on. Let's delete those edges. Let's grab U and U, and I'm gonna hit J. Oh, I just hit F. I'm dumb. Got it. And it looks like there is kind of a holder here, so we'll do that. Just like that. There we go. Now, do I have too many ribs? 1, 2... Looks weird. 3, 4... Yep, I have one too many ribs. We botched it somehow. Oh, am I really gonna sit here and fix all these ribs? Of course I am. Because I'm a crazy person. Okay, we'll do it. It actually shouldn't be that hard to fix. We should be able to just do that. And just do this. And hit delete. And then I should be able to grab all of those, all of these. I'm sorry? Oh no! Oh no. Oh no. We're crazy. Why have we done this? Alright, round and round we go. Fixing up our mistakes. I don't think I'm gonna have any energy to actually do voiceover stuff for Pyre. But, you know, I guess that's what we're up to. I guess that's the mojo once we get into it. Okay, so I should have just fixed all my worldly problems. Oh no. You two, connect. You connect. What the heck am I looking at? What is this little piece here? When did I do that? Oh, it's this guy. What the heck? Why did I make such a terrible little piece here? Hold on. Turn this guy off. Okay, so let's grab these guys real quick. Just doing damage control. As per the norm. And these guys are backwards as well, right? They are. What? When did this happen? Strange, 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 strange. This is a Twilight Zone episode. I just know it. How far down are you gonna go? You're gonna go right to there. Oh, and they uncross each other. What the heck? So if I fix it up here, I've ruined it down here? No, it looks good. Oh yeah, it's perfectly fine. Okay, cool. We're back. The heck was that about? So now I can come in here and fix all this up. I know I'm giving somebody a heart attack by editing my surfaces so close to the backdrop there. I like to live on the edge. So to the best of my understanding, we should be doing it like this. No, nope, 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 nope. Bridge faces. Bridge faces. Bridge faces. And, no, not poke. And we're in. If I look inside here, we do actually have some gross little guys that we need to get rid of. Just like that. Hey, okay, we're back. We're back. We fixed it. Oh, I need to do the back. Oh, no. Okay. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Easy enough. We're taking a break from the rib cage after this. I need a break after this. We're gonna do. I think we're gonna go back to the skull. Unless there's a weird little bone that people can think of that I should be working on. I will gladly take requests. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. pelvis. All right, Violets. Of course you want a pelvis. All right, let's go ahead and grab it like this. And let's scooch you on down. Probably should have deleted that little ridge right there. I think that ridge is actually pretty not good, but we'll take it. This is our boy right now. This is our little boy. Look at him. He's grown up so proud. He's just a little bit weird. And while I'm here, let me go ahead and do the dirty. We're going to grab that guy and make him really small. And we're going to add a loop cut right there. And this one, I'm going to loop cut right to the edge, and we'll make it nice and crunchy later. There we go. Look at that. Look at that skull, rib cage. Okay, let's do a pelvis. Since you want a pelvis. Pelvis is going to be super tough. Oh, and I want to do a forearm as well. So I'm going to do a forearm in my own time. All right. I'm going to call you rib reference. And you're going to be called ribs. Ribs. Isn't there too few ribs? I counted it. Don't do this to me, Simo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, I messed up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 11. There's actually 12 on there, but I intentionally missed one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So anyway, we're moving on to a pelvis. I'm not doing this. Okay, this is our skull reference. And this is our femur revenant. Femur ref. Look, we're really feeling something today. Let's go ahead and remove that. And let's go ahead and jump onto the Google. Oh yes, I was looking at fish skulls as well. I want to do a fish skull. So let's get you guys on Firefox. Look at my nice fish skulls. I was looking at fish skulls, and the music for the pre-stream ended immediately. And I was like, oops, I don't have time anymore. So I stopped looking at fish skulls. They are really complicated. Fish skulls are crazy. Anyway, it's not the vibe right now. We want a pelvis. Fish are so terrifying. Fish are scary, man. That's a good looking pelvis. Ugh. Oh. Man. Look at... Your crotch is held together by, like, a rubber band. Like, what on earth? If somebody karate chopped you in the crotch, your whole body would just splay in half. Man, bodies are weird. That's a good looking pelvis. It's a little small. That's a good one. Well, I think we'll use this one. I wish it had less letters. I don't need the letters. I don't need to know the scientific data. That's it. That's perfect. Okay, don't be a WebP. It's a GIF. That's... Why make that into a GIF? Why do people make GIFs of static images? If I see a static image that's a GIF, I just think it's gonna, like, turn into a jump scare eventually. Like, there's no other reason to do that, right? You don't accidentally make a GIF. That's not how things work. Oh, can we not place GIFs? Good. looks like we can't import a GIF. Let's check this real quick. Okay, let's make a ref real quick. Add image reference desktop. Zygote body. It has pretty cool 3D reference of the whole body. Okay, we'll take a moment to look at that. You can't use GIFs in... Why make a GIF of a pelvis? Okay, back to the internet. Alright, you want us to go to Zygote body. Please don't make me go to a bad website. Very much appreciate she wasn't naked. Kind of scared me a little bit. Kind of freaked out for a second. I'm scared to click anything. Oh, there we go, there we go. We want just the bones. I want just bones. Just bones. Just bones. How do I do just bones? How do I do just bones? Okay, well this has been a nice little trip down this one. Let's go back to pelvises. A pelvis. I'm gonna use this one. It's simple. It's easy. It better not be a GIF. It's a JPEG. Perfect. We love you. Blender. And we're back. And we're here. And it's a pelvis. And it works. And we're done. Okay. Let's do this thing. Oh man, the spine goes into the pelvis too. Ugh. I don't want to do that. That's too much work. I mean, we're making a chimera. We're making like a creature. The rib cage is probably not my best idea, all things considered. Okay, what do we want this thing to be? I'm gonna use a cube. Oh god, water? When you forget to drink water and you drink water for the first time, that's a feeling. Just make the hips, not the tailbone. I'm gonna make the whole thing. I can't make just this. I'm not gonna make a butterfly. Okay, so we're here. I actually kind of think this is very approachable. I'm gonna do what I think is best first. Let's poke a hole in this thing. Okay, so now we have this. And then we have this shape. We have this looking guy. Bony guy head ass. And then we have two, and they come down just a little bit, and then they go way down in the back, and they push down. Them some hips. Okay, to make it our job just a little bit easier, I'm gonna do this. Nope. I never remember to stop clicking loop cut when I do loop cuts. And then we'll go ahead and inset a hole. We'll do individual. That's too small. Right there is perfect. And then I grab you, and I grab you, and I bridge the face. I grab you, and I grab you, and I bridge the face. What are we missing? Let's make the little tail piece. Oh, that is some weird geometry. It's 2 and 1. So I want to put 3 pieces in here. I probably want to slide them, but I'm not going to do that yet. That's a lot of work. So we're going to go like... Hello? We're going to go like this. Then we're going to go like that. That's going to automatically offset that. All right, I'm just thinking. We're pushing this up. And we're probably going to want to do this and this. And I'm going to go ahead and grab you and pull you up. Come here. Come here. That's a pelvis. That's it. We're here. And now this part and this part come up pretty dramatically. It's actually quite interesting to watch. As someone with a math background, it's fun to see some applications of it. I too have a math background. The art and stuff is a little bit secondary for me, but there's something just so like, I don't know. Art just makes sense. It's like composing music. I've been a musician pretty much my whole life, but I always approach music from a math angle. I'm not like a feeler when it comes to music. It is definitely all about like the systems of it. Is that right? I think we should probably be subsurface modifying by now. I'm just getting a little greedy. So I'm going to do myself a favor real quick. Before we do that, before we do the thing I literally just said I should be doing, we're going to do this. And this should do it. So I'm going to grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I messed up. Okay, I mean, it's a good mess up. It's a fine mess up, I think. Let's go ahead and dissolve that. I can't count today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Guy who says he has math background can't count today. Yes. That's me. I mean, that's pretty much every physicist you've ever met in your life. Just forgets to count. All right. Let's go ahead and bridge this. And we're just gonna keep doing some rotations here until we make these little faces, and then I'm gonna go ahead and subsurface it, and we're gonna be looking pretty, I think. I think I've been very careful about the geometry of this thing. I think it should look nice. Now, if only I could learn how to animate, I would be a force to reckon with. Unfortunately, it takes me an abnormally long time to learn literally anything. So we'll scrounge that on down, scrounge this one on down. Hello? Don't do that to me. Scrounge you on down. Scrounge you on down. There we go. Now we've done it. Okay, so we're here. Everybody, hopes and prayers. Let's see those prayers. It's not bad. That's not bad. Okay, so now we gotta make it make sense. Those little holes in the back are so nice. I gotta make them smaller, but man, those look great. Okay, so let's just fix one piece at a time. Don't get ahead of ourselves. Don't stress out. We're doing just fine. So, up we go. We want to make like a crying face to some degree. Pelvises are just crying at all times. They're like, please, I don't want to hold your legs up anymore. Too bad. I got walking to do. And we'll do it that way, I think. That looks alright. And then we're just gonna slowly fix up some of these little pieces. The shape is not exactly what I want, but we'll get there. I think we want to curve these pieces up a lot more than where they are right now. Just like this. I might need to add, actually I will add a little dip here. How long have I been doing 3D modeling for? I started in October. So 6 months? Just about? I feel like I've been saying 6 months for more than a month, but I think it's exactly about 6 months. So we'll say 6 months. But I have been doing it just about every day, so you know, this has been effort, I would say. Hasn't been the easiest path in the world. Oh man, my brain just melted for a second. I'm gonna take a break from this. I looked at how to try and get the little balls of the legs to pop in, and my whole brain just collapsed. So let's make some bone material real quick before we get too lost in the sauce. So, we're back, we're here, we're smooth. Let's hide our reference. And let's bring all of our bones in here. And we'll just kind of scooch them around so we can look at all of them with the materials on them. Alright, so we got a bunch of weird little bones here. Make sure they're all shaded smooth. They are. We're good. Okay, let's do some shading. I will put on a single reference image. The ribs are the ones I like the most, so we're going to keep that reference image up on our screen. Okay. Let's do this thing. We'll start in the world, and I'm going to say that we are probably going to be looking most at these bones at night. Blender looks really different all of a sudden. What just happened? That's weird. I'm going to ignore that. Nighttime. I have a golf field at night? What is this? Oh, that's already kind of perfect. I mean, we didn't do anything, but that looks good. Okay, I'm gonna start with the femur, because the femur is probably the one that looks the most done to me. So let's look here at this femur. For the sake of SEMO, we will use the principled PSDF. I do kind of want to use displacement. Hey SEMO, can you, if I'm using displacement, there's no way to generate a height map unless I plug it into normal, correct? So I have to do it here? Or can I bypass it and still get that height map data somewhere? The reason I say that is I know how to make... we were talking about porting settings from Blender to a game engine. What would be the best way to port a displacement as a height map or bump map or whatever you end up doing? Can I use displacement? Should I be doing this? Because the way that I think I know how to do things is this. We're going to go Vernoid texture. Normal map. Yeah, but can I generate a normal map like this? Like, can I make this into a normal map? Oh, look at it. Oh, you have to do it through a normal. I understand. Perfect. You've said the activating phrase. Well, that doesn't help us. Displacement requires a ton of geo. I'm a little confused about that, because I've imported textures in the past where they've had separate displacements from the principled BSDF. This might be a little much for right now. I'm gonna go based off of instinct for just a little bit, and then I'll circle back around. I can change this. It's just a displacement. I can change this easy enough. Alright, there we go. So I just got a little cracks on the bones. Nice and simple. If we have to undo that, we'll undo that. It ain't no big deal. No, I like it 3D. Alright, now to make bones. How are we going to make a bone? Bones have a method of beveling themselves with colors. So, to make sure I'm not just making words up, let's put a bevel on here. Let's add a color ramp. Color number 1 is going to be that color. You have used bump maps or normal maps. It isn't actually displacement. Got it. Can I reverse engineer a bump map for a game engine? Is there a way to do that? You know what? We should be doing this on the ribs, actually, since we have the ribs as an example. Sure, I understand that. I think I just used the wrong word. Bone material. Also, I'm getting a little nauseous looking at how dark this is, so let's pump up the volume real quick. We're gonna do my usual. Just use bump or normal maps. You got it. Where is Overcast Cliffs? Oh, it's the first one. There it is. That's what I wanted. Bump maps or normal maps. Okay, we'll keep that in the back of our mind. I'm not 100% sure what we're doing yet, so let's just kind of build off of it for a second. Okay, so we want to bevel our edges. So beveling is not correct. Beveling just does like that. 0.1? 1. Oh, there we go. Hey, that's it. That's exactly what we want. So I just want darker sections. Come on. Give me those dark sections. How would I edge highlight? If we're not using a bevel, let's try... geometry. I have a feeling this is going to be not what we want. Oh, this is exactly what we want. Yep, perfect. It did it. It did it exactly the way we wanted it to. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Just a little bit of brown on the areas that we want some brown. And then I'm going to take this brown and we're going to up the values on it just a little bit. And we're going to darken this just a little bit. In fact, let me grab a different color for that. And we're going to darken it to 0.75, 0.6. There we go. Perfect. Maybe a little bit more. 0.5. It's like really not showing up. There it is. .6. Okay, we got bones. We've done it. Now, to really sell the idea, we need some gloss on here. Gloss, 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 gloss. Transmission, I think, is going to be our gloss. So if I take our alpha and put it to transmission, and then we change our roughness based on color as well. Let's go ahead and divide that using a math node. So just like that. Okay. 2. Oh, that's adding. My bad. Divide. I like those bones that are sort of covered in that whatever substance, and it makes them look really like milky and weird. That's the idea. Yeah, that should be all right. Anything else we want to do these guys? I know Simo doesn't want me to use metallic. Something about metallic is so tantalizing. Okay, no, we won't use it. We won't use it. Oh, wait, we should definitely use a subsurface. It's going to kill our processor. Subsurface is this, like, orangey... Wow, this is going to take forever to render. Let's not do it right now, but I'm going to keep in mind that it's there. Bones are mostly made of metal. Okay, you've said it. If that's the case, I'm going to remove the transmission. And let's change the roughness. Oh, wow. That is the look. Okay, cool. So roughness to 0.75. Well, bones made of metal do sound pretty badass. How did you read it like that? What? What did I read what? I missed it. Did I do something weird? Those look like bones to me. Okay. So I've had a time for my brain to reset. We've calmed down a little bit. Back to the pelvis. So we can safely remove all of this. We'll go ahead and put that at a 0. We can hide you and turn on the pelvis. Okay, back to pelvis. We want to make like a butterfly wing sort of thing. Let's do that. That's the most prominent thing that I'm looking at right now. So what I really want to do is I want to put a loop cut there and there. And we want to, like, flay these guys out. Like that. And then we want to flay these guys out. Those are some wide birthing hips right there. Holy cow. This is too much. Too much. This has to be shaped right here. This is the part that I was missing earlier. That part connects right there and then cricks down. This part, it doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand how that makes sense. Let's do this real quick and this real quick. And I'm going to grab both of these, and we're going to hard cut them down, I think. Squinch them in just a little bit. And, like, hard cut down. That looks very strange. Okay, well, I'm just going to go off of intuition, and we'll fix as we go. Right? There's a lot of just looking and thinking that's going on right now. I'm not really conscious of what I'm doing. I'm just kind of making it look right. I'm mixing paint right now. That's my big thing. Oh, whoops, grabbed the wrong one. You asked me to make a special kind of purple, and I'm just sitting at Home Depot right now mixing a bunch of stuff until it comes out. That's all this is right now. That looks all right. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So we're going to take this and squash it. We got to make that gross little cut in the middle here. How am I going to do this? Oh, I should have loop cut it twice. I didn't think. Oh, I didn't think this part through. Okay, well, let's go for it. Oh well, too late to worry about it. I'm just gonna fix it. Use rip. Simo? Again. With the sweet saves, our boy Simo. Okay, okay, you're right. What happened? Rip. Okay, I tried to rip it as fast as I could. This is problematic. This isn't gonna work, is it? Yeah, but I want him to move evenly. Oh no. How do I move them evenly? Okay, yeah. You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. I know what you want. I know what you want to see, and I'm ready to do it. Yeah, I know I'm scaling. I did that on purpose. 0.05. This is it. This is math brain right here. Negative 0.05. I just punched my mic as hard as I could. Let's... Oh, man, we did it. And then we'll go ahead and bridge them. And we're set. Ugh, we've done it. Folks, we have done it. So let's go ahead and loop cut this 2 times. I think we only need it to be 2 times as well. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull it up. And then I'll grab the bottom of it and pull it down just a little bit. Look at that. It looks like a pair of goggles. Yo. Yo. This is it. Okay. So now what? Now we have this, and these guys come forward just a little bit. These guys match up here, and they come back. These guys come forward a lot. So do these guys, but the rest of them stay pretty back. Kind of want to loop cut the inside of this and the inside of this. Okay, we're taking a break from the front of it for just a second. Now we want to work on the back. So let's go ahead and grab you, all of you. How much do we want? We don't really want the top 2. Top 2 are on a curve. So we'll do these guys. And this is going to be the first real proportional edit of the day. So I'm going to grab these guys and pull them back. And we're going to proportion them really small. You know what? We don't want to proportion that. We want to proportion not this one. Because this one can kind of work with our curve really well. So if I do that and then we proportion it, and we upgrade our proportion just a little bit and come back just a little bit more. Right? Now we need to fix this. Get me out of here. So if I go like that, and we bring them in just a little bit. Let's do the whole thing. You, and you, and you, and you, you, you. You, 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 you. That should be about right, I think. Sure. We're going real crazy at this point. Why not? Let's grab the whole thing. And then we just want to fix up little pieces here and there. That looks alright. That's gonna probably be it. Okay, we'll take it right there. I can't believe it's already 4. I thought this was going to be kind of a chill stream. How wrong I was. But we made a lot of bones. I feel pretty good about that. I might do a second bone stream next time. Who knows? You You know what I see? I'm seeing the thing now. I'm seeing what I need to work on. Let's grab you, and we're gonna pull these guys back. That's a pretty convincing pelvis. Dare I say, that's a decent looking pelvis. It's got like a weird like Mickey Mouse energy to it. Is it my favorite pelvis? Well, it's my favorite pelvis I've ever made. I'll put it that way. If I'm feeling extra froggy, we're gonna do this. And back just a little bit and a little bit closer together. Maybe up just a little bit. Let's go up more and let's go out slightly. You know what? I'm gonna say it. This is my pelvis. This is not my pelvis, but this is the pelvis that I've made for the day. I'm gonna call it. I think it's there. There's like, I could add a little ridge right here. I see that the bones actually go back beyond this, and this is a separate connected piece. I see that there's little balls that the legs have to fit into. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? You see this, you know that's a pelvis. You see this. Just tell me, what is that, huh? You know what that is? Of course you know what that is. There's one thing I see. I want to make these less goggle-like. Let's do that. And then I'm going to add a little guy there. And we'll grab you, and we'll pull you up just a little bit, and in just a little bit, and up just a little bit. That's a weird shape, but we'll take it. That's a pelvis. I'm done. I'm done with the pelvis for now. Of the people who are here in chat right now, does anybody have any ideas for a speed sketch? We got about 20 minutes before I'm going to start speed sketching, but we went kind of down to the wire last time, so if people have ideas, please let me know. Because I would love to do a speed sketch today. I think I need a little decompression before we go into Pyre and I have to voice act for an hour or more. I'm going to go ahead and save this as a skeleton because I just realized I didn't save it. And let's work on the next little piece for a little bit, and I think that's going to be the skull. Skull time. All right. I love our little skull guy. He is super cool. How are we gonna make this guy more? Okay, I see a way that we can solve this. Let's start digging in on him. I think we want to inset a hole in his head right here. We might even want to just inset it right there. I'm not sold on that idea. I'm gonna grab this piece and scooch it forward a little bit. And does that intersect? No, it doesn't intersect. We're good. I'll go ahead and just push some stuff forward a little bit. And then we'll inset that hole on his cranium. So let's put you on there. Let's put you on there. Let's go ahead and extrude. Bring you up. Shaping this is going to be kind of a frustration, I think. We'll get there. Let's turn off that for just a second. And I'm going to grab this guy and slide him almost all the way to the edge. I think that's all we want to do on him. Let's do the same thing here. How am I going to do this? Hold on. Slide vertice. There we go. Perfect. We're looking pretty solid right there. I'll go ahead and do a cut right like that. And with that cut, I can push this guy forward. Like that. It's a little high, I think. I think it's a little too pronounced. That's why it looks so weird. Oh, and there's literally a vertice clipping into his eye. So let's get rid of that real quick. Shouldn't be that crazy. There we go. That's a look right there. So now we'll go ahead and grab that one, and we'll grab this one, and we'll scooch them on down. And I think I just want to make the back of his head kind of circular, and then we're looking kind of pretty on it. There is an ear hole down here. I don't know how much I love doing that. So let's grab the back of him real quick, and we're gonna round this guy out a little bit. All right, let's go ahead and do a little bit like that. Point 3, 0.4. Scale it, actually, would be the better way to do this. And definitely we have an issue where the tip of his head goes way too down. Okay. The more I look at his jaw, the jaw is the problem. Okay, so the jaw, we're going to bring this guy in. Bring it up. Made him smile for just a second. That was nice. That was a lovely little look on this guy. No! 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Up. Now, I think we want to add a... Oh, no, it's already here. We've done it. No? Never mind. I'm not sure where that came from. We'll go ahead and grab all of these and pull them down just a little bit. And pull them to the side just a little bit. And I want to try and emphasize this. Going with the anatomy theme, do you want to make a hand as a speed sketch? Not like bonus to the hand, but a full hand. If you want me to make a hand, I can make a hand. Can we add a funny little twist on it? I'm thinking maybe we try to make like a possessed hand or like something a little interesting. What if we made like a witch's hand? Like pointing out at you, like a green witch's hand. That could be very fun. Simo with the I love that. I know, I gotta make things weird. That's just my rhythm. It wouldn't be me if it wasn't weird. Okay, I think what we want to do is we want to grab this and edge slide it forward, and now we want to grab these guys and pull them down. I mean, it's a skull. It's not a great skull. It's missing stuff, of course. But like, yo. Like, that's a skull. You look at this and you're like, obviously, it's a skull. If I grab everything that I can grab, and we just pull stuff down a little bit, like, it doesn't look perfect. It doesn't look exact. It looks good, though. Actually, I want to opt in something real quick. Let's add a file to this real quick. I made something a little while ago that I think will mix well with what we're working on. If I can find it. Let's see. I'm pretty sure it's in my 3D modeling folder under scenes. Yep, there he is. There he is. We want... just the skull? Maybe it's in collection? Sure. We'll do it like this. So we made this a little while ago. This is Death Violets, who friend of the chat. This is their character in D&D. So we have the, I'm going to call it Arrow's Cat Skull. Let's compare this to what we're currently working on. It sits right on top. Oh, I'm going to have to do this. That was too funny. Oh, that's lovely. So we spent a whole stream making this skull, and the geometry on it is bad. I actually think it's kind of good. I'm actually pretty proud of this skull. So this is what we're capable of, and this is what we're currently working on. Do I hate it? No, I feel like we're doing pretty good. I feel like we're in the definitely the right area for this. Okay, so let's go ahead and fix a couple of stuff I can see. I think we should do this. To really sell the idea of the teeth. And if I can add little crenellations on the teeth, that'll help as well. I actually think the mouth might be a little too, and by mouth I mean nose. I think the nose might be just a little too pointy at this point. Playing with a little bit of it to make it look... Oh! And that kind of added a brow ridge for us, slightly. want to do now? Honestly, pretty content here. There's little bits that I want to change to this guy, but nothing crazy. Nothing super out there is like striking me as like, I gotta fix this. I think I might call it here. Okay, so we making a witch's hand? Is that what it is? Is that the energy for the day? That's a little too prominent for me. We gotta fix up a little bit of that. That looks a little ugly. Alright, skull. We're in on the skull. I love the double skull. That's great looking. And we have a jaw that will sit in there eventually. Once we settle this little cavity out. I haven't decided if I want to do another bone stream, so I'm not going to make any promises. We might have a different idea next time. But in the back of my mind, we might do more of this. Because we're going to need a lot of bones for the project that I'm working on. So, let's go ahead and move on to the witch. Gonna make a witch's hand. This is gonna be the worst. Okay, so let's go ahead and just start by saving it. Witch's hand. Alright, if I get extra time here, I'm going to try and pose it, but I doubt we're going to do that. So, I'm going as fast as possible. We want to go cube. Really flat on it. Let's not change dimensions. Really flat. And then we're going to go to edit mode. We're going to grab a loop cut it. One. Actually, I'm going to do it by hand because I think we don't want the fingers to be of equal size. Like that. You want to keep it kind of weird looking. Okay, so looking at this, objectively, we want to do that and push him up. And we want to grab you and extrude. Extrude, 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 extrude. Grab each of the tips of this and separate them. Okay, we'll just extrude 2 at a time. And we'll do that. Why is it being so weird? Just get out of the way. You're gonna extrude, extrude, and get out of the way. Okay, so. Witch's hands are very gross and knuckly. So we want to make nice, hard knuckles on this thing. So let's start by adding a subsurface. Oh, done. I've done it. I made a witch's hand. We're done. Okay, so you want to do 2 knuckles. In fact, first off, let me make sure the fingers are of the correct, like, orientation. So Z it is. going to make sure everything is to size, and I'm actually going to make them super long and creepy. Excuse me? Alright, here's the important part. We got to make sure we match the geometry. Okay, so those are even. The middle finger is longer. By that much. These two fingers are equal. So we're going to do it like that. If they're a little off, that's fine. And your pinky is much smaller. So we'll put pinky like right there. Just like that. The thumb is pretty weird. Thumb is a strange one. We're going to struggle on the thumb. I'm going to do the thumb last. So let's do 2 knuckles. 2 knuckles. 2 knuckles. And 2 knuckles. Okay, so a knuckle is a knobbly little bit. Does the finger have definition? It does. So we're going to do like that, and like this, and like that, and like this. I think this is going to be right for us. If I have extra time, I'm going to make a nail for it, like a really gross nail at the end, but otherwise we're just going to, like, point it. Like, point the end of the finger. So I'll decide which one we're going to do at the end. Depending on how much time we have, of course. Okay, so here's what I think we got to do. We gotta grab those, and we gotta scale them way down. I'm not sure about that. There we go, a little bit better. I'm assuming Simo is also making a witch's hand. If not, that's to be expected, but Simo normally likes to jump in on these things. Okay, perfect. So now let's go ahead and grab all of our little dudes and get them really small. Really small, really gross and weird. It looks like Ice King. It looks like Ice King from Adventure Time. Okay, so that is sort of the energy. Like that. Ugh, she's scary. This person invites you in your house, what you do? Into their house. No, we'll extrude. We'll extrude from the wrist here. I'll do it right now, actually, because I'm a little bit worried about it going bad. Look at this! This meshes pretty well. Now let's do this finger. This one's going to be a challenge. We want to do 2 loops on here. And again, we just want to, like, really border it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Edge slide out. Edge slide out. This part probably needs to be shrunk, I think. Starting to lose my way a little bit. Like that. We should probably rotate it. I think that's a big part of why it looks like this right now. The rotation should have started earlier, right here. And it should come in. Like this. Like that. And then this one, where is it? We botched it. A little confused what I'm even looking at right now. So we got one right here. What is that? Oh, we've really botched that one. Okay, my bad. Hold on. How have we botched this so badly? We got a vertice that's like all the way back here. What if we just dissolve? Oh, yes! That's it, that's her. Okay, now I gotta make knuckles. And a palm. This knuckle, I think, is going to be kind of crucial. So let's grab you and scooch you out. How are we liking this witch's hand? This looks crazy. This looks awesome. Okay, I need to put a little bit of webbing, I think, on this finger. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Let's start with the knuckle. Let's do some knuckles first. So I'm going to grab you, and you. We're going to go up. Hello? Up. In fact, let's do it all the way back. Because my hands are pretty witchy, and they have those like tendons that run from that part back. So if I do that, yeah, creepy, weird, goes all the way back. Ugh. kind of scoop into each other as well, but I'm not too worried about that, I think. I mean, this is like the second hand we've ever made, so I don't want to get too crazy here. I'm terrified to see what Simo's going to make, if Simo makes anything. Alright, these two should come in just a little bit. Simo's been quiet, which is certainly a sign that something is going on. Oh my gosh! This is haunting. Okay, sure. Let's go for it. I'm gonna grab you and scoot you on in and up. And that part should really come into here. This one, I think, is the one that needs to be reduced. And all of these should be reduced just a little bit to make kind of a knobbly, gross hand. Wow. What the heck? Sometimes, you know, you just do it, and your brain just figures it out. And that's what happened today. If we're being extra rigid, I want to grab you. Come on. Let's grab all of those, and let's make these guys a little on the smaller side. So not all the fingers match. All right, palm time. Let's make a compelling palm, and then we're gonna point it at the camera. Compelling palm. A palm has a dip right in the middle. Okay, so palm does not have knuckles. Let's get rid of these knuckles. Let's get rid of that, and that. In fact, I should be doing all of these. Is that all right? And then I think we really just want to divot that. I think we can dip the fingers down a little bit as well. Ugh. Okay, yep, this is her. Witch's hand. She would have a ball right here. Let's see. Let's add a loop right there. And I'm gonna grab that and add a ball to it. That, I want to say that looks really good. Ball and another ball over here. that one goes up a little bit. There we go. Boom. That's it. That's a witch's hand. I think I'm inclined to fix this just a little bit. Oh my gosh. She's nuts. Okay, next. Now we gotta make claws. So, first things first, let's go back to right side up. And let's grab the ends of her hands. And we're gonna dip them down, make them pretty flat. Not that way, this way. And then we want to grab just the bottoms and push those bad boys up. That's all right. It's not my favorite geometry in the world. I may go ahead and do one of these. No. I'm going to go ahead and grab those two and shrink them down just a little bit. Not that way. Just like this. We're going to give her really, like, crazy claws. Okay, let's make a claw. What is a claw going to look like? Her fingers look like the Elder Wand from Harry Potter, which is a nice little bit of poetry, I think. If I'm feeling extra crazy, I would dip into her hand. No, I'm not going to do it. Nope, we're good. We're fine as is. Okay, so let's go ahead and add a new object. So I'm going to add a mesh. Cube is the obvious one. I think cube's good. You know what? We're going for speed. I need to stop taking my time. Speed it is. And I'm going to use an icosphere of 4. Scoot you up. Let's make the shape before we do literally anything. So we're going to start like that. I'm going to go Z bottom axis. We're going to go to edit. We're going to push the whole thing up. Right there. Bring you up. Proportion. Using only connected. And using like a constant? No, not a constant. Want something pretty bulky. No, that's too hard. Roots. Might need to be a smooth, actually. That could work. Let's do that. And then I'm going to flatten it. Not that way. Like that. I'm going to flatten. That looks like a nail to some degree. And then we're going to grab just our little piece and we're going to go for it. Whew. Really far. Using a sharp. I'm going to go ahead and downturn it a little bit. And we're going to proportion using a sharp again. That, I think, is it. It's pretty horrendous. You kill a man with that. Okay. Let's go for it. Place them on the fingers. She's got tiny little fingers. Her fingers are so small. Let's rotate it just a little bit, get it right on there. Make sure it's correct. It looks a little wrong. Oh, it's tilted wrong. That's why. Okay, so we're tilting to here. Just like that. Do I want to do longer than that? I think I do. So let's make it super long. Like, let's ruin people with this nail. Okay. I think if you look close enough, you'll see that there's a gap underneath, but I'm not that worried at this point. So we're going to take it. Oh, I kind of like that it's off-center, too. That's a little... ugh. Next. I'm going to go ahead and reduce the size on all the next ones. And the pinky, we're going to make special. Oh gosh, she is crazy looking. Okay, there's 2 nails. Here comes 1 more. Oh, perfect. First try. Okay. Now the pinky nail. Do I want to make it crazy? Maybe I want to make it the same as this. I'm fine with this. Let's just make it a little smaller. A little smaller to match. Like that. And rotate it so it's not so crazy. Look at that. Horrifying. Horrifying. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do 1 more. This one's gonna be the hardest. I'm gonna go ahead and reduce it down to here, and I'm gonna make it pretty big. And we got to rotate this thing 90 and most of 90. Hello? Hello? That's good enough for me. Cool. So that's a witch. That's her hand. How much time do we have? We have 10 minutes. There's no way I can pose it. I'm gonna do the shading and then I'll give it my absolute best try. Shading. We are in Weird Land. Let's go to our favorite. A witch hanging out in the middle of the daytime is always very interesting to me, so I'm gonna do that. For the coloring, no, let's use our default for the color. I don't want to go too crazy. Okay, we're here. We got nice neutral lighting. The body. What is this body going to look like? I am not going to export this to a game, so I'm going to do what I'm comfortable with. I am going to actually give her a subsurface to give her like a skin tone. And we're going to give her a little bit of glossy on certain areas. So both of those shall be good. We'll go ahead and add a mix into here. And I'm going to add a color ramp. Now, a witch, I think, has 3 distinct colors to their palette. I like the traditional weird green witch. I'm actually a fan of them. If this seems like derogatory work, I actually like that look a lot. I'm also dating somebody who is deeply into Wiccan stuff, so I hope this doesn't come across as being negative. I actually really like this stuff. But I'm making a traditional witch. It is just for the vibes. Okay, so the roughness on the glossy has to go way up. And then we want to go ahead and put on, what is her hand going to look like? It's probably warty. It's probably warty, and it's probably a little bit like ashy. A little demoisturized, I would say. So let's see. Warts can be done pretty simple. Let's actually use, yeah, let's use a Musgrave. And I'm going to scale that up to a pretty large size. Let's go ahead and put in some texture coordinates real quick, because I want it to be a little bit more circular. Come on. Texture coordinates. There you go. And we're going to add vector mapping. Put you on there, put you on there. And the scale of Y, I think, needs to be reduced or upped. There we go, just like that. A little bit more on the circular side of things. I always have trouble understanding the difference between detail and dimension. These two are kind of at odds with each other. I have a lot of trouble understanding. There we go. That's what we wanted. So we'll say 0.75 should do it. And now I have to reverse these colors. There's weird little holes here. Where is that hole coming from? Why is that there? She's got like rings on for some reason. Not sure what that is. What is doing that? Huh. I don't know why she has rings on. That's strange. The seam must have messed up somehow. So let's do this. Let's grab the whole thing and go 3, 3, 6.4. Did that ring move at all? I don't think so. Okay, so we're good. We're back. So now we need to just get the dimensions and stuff correct. There's the seam. What is that seam doing? I don't know what that is. Something strange. Ooh. Wait. That's it. Okay, so we'll go ahead and displace it. Make it look pretty weird. There's one other thing I wanted to do to it, but I'm not sure if it super matters right now. Let's try this. I'm going to try and go into textures. We're going to do a gradient with this. I'm going to mix RGB. Where are you? Mix RGB. The factor is going to be based off of the Musgrave. Maybe. Well, that didn't really work, now did it? What if we overlay? Or what if we linear light? What if we hue? Why is nothing working? Strange. I don't know why. I don't know why it's doing that. We'll take it as this. This is gonna be fine. This is our little guy now. And now we gotta do the nails. There's a lot of ways to do a nail. Honestly, there's a lot of different ways to do a nail. I sort of love the white. The white looks so cool. Let's try doing glossy. Like super, super glossy white. Maybe we'll put a little bit of pearl on it in some sort of design. So, I'm gonna do color ramp. Bada boom. Here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna go HSV. I have a white. I'm gonna have a pink. And then we're going to do one over here. Okay, you know what? Not that. Anything but that. Look at that nice color. Holy cow. So we're going to keep that as the majority of the nail. And this guy needs to be like bright and crazy. I think it was more of a purpley color that we had. What was this color? It was like that right there. Perfect. Okay, so all of these are going to get this, which is called the nail material. Now, there's a bunch of ways to do this, I think, but I want to keep it kind of on the simpler side of things. So let's add probably a magic texture. I think that fits well for a witch. Oh, it looks good. Let's go to like 5. Let's go to like 2. I don't want it to look like that. There we go. That's what I'm feeling right there. And then we're going to darken this a good little bit. Let's not keep it too red. Right there is probably fine. And then we'll up our depth a little bit. No, we don't need to do that. Let's just keep it 1, and then we'll up the scale just a little bit. That works for me. Look at this crazy lady. She looks great. I think if we put a really dark thing right in there. And get this super bright. No, I don't like that. liked it the way it was. Don't change anything. This is our girl. This is our witch hand. And we have... You know what? She doesn't need to be glossy at all. No gloss. Just a subsurface. Just like that. And I'm going to go ahead and up this. Just enough to get it kind of present. We want it to look a little bit more real, I think. Because the subsurface is going to do a lot of the work for us. There's no reason to get caught up in that setup there. There we go. This is her. It's a done deal. She's wild, she's crazy, she's on the loose, she's looking for men to date. More power to her, honestly. Okay, with that, I am going to take a break real quick. I will render this out and post it in the Discord in a little bit. If you're not a member of the Discord, here's your chance. Come join the Discord, come see this. Simo has been super quiet, so I think Simo has probably made their own version. If not, there'll be more in the future. But yeah, I'm going to take about a 5-minute break, go get some more water, and then we're going to be playing around with our voice for an hour. I will see you all then. Be right back.